Sergeant Ahmed Jahaf showed us this video of former federal prosecutor Patrick Scruggs about to be placed in handcuffs. Troopers say he stabbed a man that he'd just crashed into.
I didn't have any reason to do that. To stop, no reason to do that. He hit you, car? Let's go. You be safe.
It all started around 9:20 Tuesday morning when Jahaf saw a car stopped on the Howard Franklin Bridge. He stopped in front of it and got out to help.
And I see him asleep in the car. You know, I think he have health problem. I don't know what he have.
After banging on the window, Ahmed went back to his car to get something to break it. FHP says the passed-out driver suddenly woke up and drove forward into Ahmed's car. As he tried to maneuver again, he crashed into a third car, driven by Patrick Scruggs, a former assistant U.S. attorney. This picture shows the three cars jammed together. FHP says Scruggs then got out and used a pocket knife to break the formerly passed-out driver's window. Then FHP says he repeatedly stabbed that driver. Ahmed tried to intervene again.
Came into me very close with the knife. You think I'm with him? I don't know. He said, you with him together? You know, like that. And like 1 foot is a knife from my chest. I run.
A passing St. Pete deputy was able to place Scruggs under arrest. The stabbing victim was left with serious injuries but is expected to survive. And Ahmed says he would not hesitate to again try to save someone in need of help, even though he had no idea how violent this was about to get.
Yeah, when you see something, stop. Today is somebody else, tomorrow is gonna be your son, your daughter, your wife, your neighbor, your cousin. Stop. Stop the one at the police showing up. The police is not gonna be able.
Learning more about it thanks to new court documents just filed. Fox 13's Ariel Placencia joins us from our newsroom. And Ariel, you combed through these records. What'd they say?
So, Linda, this incident involves former federal prosecutor Patrick Scruggs. Well, Scruggs' defense team recently filed a motion because they want to get more information about the man their client is accused of stabbing. And specifically, they want more details about his alleged role as a confidential informant. On September 26, 2023, a Tampa resident had just dropped his kids off at school and was heading to his job with a commercial construction company. We're not identifying him, but in his deposition, he said he fainted while driving over the Howard Franklin Bridge. Two Good Samaritans stopped and tried to wake him up. When the Tampa resident came to, he reportedly accelerated quickly, hit the Good Samaritan's car, and then hit Patrick Scruggs' passing vehicle. That's when Scruggs got out with his pocket knife and is accused of stabbing the Tampa resident several times through the driver's side window. Here's what a witness told us then.
He had a lot of blood on his arms and cuts on his arms.
Scruggs, a former federal prosecutor, is now facing several charges, including aggravated assault. And last week, his attorneys filed a motion for Brady evidence.
And essentially what Brady material is material that's favorable to the defendant.
That means any information that could help Scruggs and his defense. Filing this kind of motion is not abnormal. Tampa criminal defense attorney Hunter Chamberlain, who isn't affiliated with this case, told me. Basically, Scruggs' defense team wants to know more about the Tampa resident their client is accused of stabbing.
That's what the motion is exploring, is to see if he has credibility issues that the state attorney's office is aware of.
New court documents describe that Tampa resident as being a confidential informant for Pinellas County. Before the bridge incident, he reportedly called an investigator from the state attorney's office. So now, Scruggs' defense team wants to see records of that communication and to know if there was any favorable treatment given. When asked about being a confidential informant for Pinellas County, the Tampa resident said, quote, "I aided them in busting a lot of fentanyl dealers." And we're still waiting to hear back from Scruggs' attorneys as well as the state attorney's office. And then we're also making efforts to reach out to that Tampa resident. Meanwhile, there's actually a hearing on this motion tomorrow morning. And also online records show the trial for this case is set to begin next month. So hoping to get more details soon, Linda.
What an interesting case.
Absolutely.
Ariel, thanks.
Jail on a $10,000 bond, which he paid and was released. We were there exclusively when he got back to his home in Tampa's Seminole Heights neighborhood earlier today.
Mr. Scruggs, is there anything you would want to say?
But the 39-year-old had nothing to say before heading inside. Scruggs' LinkedIn page lists him as an attorney with Barnes and Thornburg. That's a law firm with offices around the country, including one in South Florida, but no address in Tampa. The U.S. Attorney's Office also confirms to us that he served as an assistant U.S. attorney in Orlando between 2012 and April of this year. Scruggs is now accused of stabbing a driver several times along the Howard Franklin Bridge yesterday. Florida Highway Patrol says it started with an incident of someone apparently losing consciousness on the bridge. Another man and woman in a second car tried to render aid, but when the person in the first car regained consciousness, they say he tried to take off, striking the couple's car and then a third car, which was being driven by Scruggs. Investigators say that's when Scruggs exited his vehicle and began to stab the man. A witness, Tara Iglinski, captured these images that appear to show Scruggs with a knife in his hand and the driver wounded.
I just saw that he was standing there strangely, and then I saw the arms of the other person, and I was trying to figure out why they were bleeding so much and all of that. So it was a little bit crazy. It seems so strange that he would react in that way, and I just can't help but wonder if it was just a moment of temporary, I don't know, but I hope that everyone's okay.